Robert Eggers, I think you finally sold me. What is up, fellow cinephiles? This is Dominic from Film Overload, the channel where we talk about movies, pop culture, and everything in between. Today, I am reviewing Robert Eggers' The Northman. This movie is another movie that I wish I would have seen in theaters. I watched it on Amazon Prime, so if you have that streaming service, it is readily available on Amazon Prime. This is a movie that when I first saw the trailer, it just looked so incredible, but I never got a chance to see it in the theaters. So now I'm finally giving it my 2 cents, and I'm giving you guys my 2 cents on this Norse epic movie. For the majority of the year, Top Gun Maverick, the film by Joseph Kosinski, has been my favorite film of 2022. I just thought what Joseph did for Top Gun as a brand, as a franchise, I think he did an amazing job at capturing what fans wanted from the Top Gun sequel. But I can finally say now that another movie, in my opinion, has challenged Top Gun Maverick for my favorite movie of 2022, and that is The Northman. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, I'm kind of mixed on Robert Eggers' filmography. I have seen The Witch, I have seen The Lighthouse. The Witch was decent. The Lighthouse was decent. So I thought, okay, here comes another decent movie from this director. We're probably going to see just the kind of like the typical kind of like eerie, kind of weird movies that we're used to seeing from him. But I was so wrong. And I'm very glad that I was wrong. This is nothing like any of his movies that he has produced before. This is one of the ultimate revenge stories, and I think he captures it brilliantly. One of Robert Eggers' true signature traits is that he loves authentic production design. As we've seen from The Witch, from The Lighthouse, he is very, very precise when it comes with the time frame that his movies are set in, and he makes sure that the characters are wearing costumes from that particular point in time. They're using tools and accessories from those times, and once again he does it again here in The Northman, and what he paints here in this movie is truly special. I mean, truly special. It is an epic movie. I know that word is being thrown a lot around these days with movies, but this is truly an epic movie. And again, I wish I would have seen this movie in the cinema. However, don't let the scale of the movie fool you. The story is actually the main heartbeat of this film. The story is really about a man who is on a mission, and he seeks revenge for the murder of his father, the king. And I think the way Eggers presents the story, it is truly a well-made film from a filmmaking point of view. I really think he nailed the Norse atmosphere. That's a very difficult period to film, in my opinion, because you have to be very precise, with what they used, what they wore, how they spoke. There's many different languages in this movie, and very accurate languages, in my opinion, to like the Norse stuff. I thought he really did a great job at really bringing you into the world of this movie. I think he really wanted you to be immersed, and I think he did the job perfectly. Now, through some very great writing by Eggers, his cast really brought it upon themselves to really deliver some really solid performances. The cast is led by Alexander Skarsgård. Some of the other actors in this movie include Nicole Kidman, Ethan Hawke, Anya Taylor-Joy, Willem Dafoe, and the list goes on. Alexander Skarsgård in this movie, in my opinion, he needs an Oscar nomination. Skarsgård delivers the performance of a lifetime in this movie. I really think this is his best role that I have seen him in. He completely embodies this man who's broken and beaten down by the world, and he seeks the utmost revenge on the people who murdered his father. Skarsgård delivers a lot of different emotions in this movie. and he shows a lot of different emotions in this movie. Again, through the great writing of Eggers and just the way Eggers directs his actors in this film. Like I mentioned earlier, another really big selling point of this movie is its production design. Again, Eggers immerses you in this world that it just feels so vast and so rich and so lively, but at the same time so dark. And the world that Eggers paints through the production design in this movie is outstanding. In fact, I really hope the Academy looks at this movie for production design, because without it, the movie would just not feel as epic. Because this is a big scale movie, in my opinion. This is a kind of movie that, again, I would have loved to have seen on the big screen. But yeah, this movie on production level is just incredible. Again, and very detailed, because that is one of Eggers' signature traits is accuracy to the times that his films are set in. And I thought that was another kind of character of its own in this movie, and I think it was one of the best elements of this movie. Anyways, that is my review of Robert Eggers' The Northman. And again, this might be my favorite movie of the year that I have seen so far. Eggers, again, paints a wonderful, vivid, dark world, and to back up that vivid, dark world, a great story is at the heart of the splendor and the spectacle. And I really believe this is a movie worth checking out if you do have Amazon Prime and the time to watch it. As always, you can follow me on Letterboxd, which is right there. It'll also be in the description down below. I usually write reviews on there as well, which will also have links to this video that you are watching right now. And as always, guys, take care and happy movie watching.